Well, welcome. Today we continue our journey on the Way of Wisdom. We're looking at Proverbs. And today we are again in Proverbs chapter 15. We see a contrast here in the verses we're going to look at today. Better is. Well, here in chapter 15, verses 16 and 17, it says, "Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure with trouble. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a fatted calf with hatred." In other words, it's better to have the most meaningful things in life and be poor than to have the material things in life and yet be poor in your spirit, be poor on the inside. Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than to have great treasure with trouble. And you know what I found? If people get treasure without the fear of the Lord, it's trouble. You read 1 Timothy chapter 6. Many people in chasing after riches pierce themselves through with many sorrows. But you know, in the fear of the Lord is the way of wisdom. And in the fear of the Lord is honor and favor. When you're living in the fear of the Lord, He can give you the things you need. You might look in front of you today and say, "I don't have much." Better is little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure with trouble. There are a lot of people all around you. You're going to meet people today. You're going to interact with people today. They have more treasure than you, but if they don't fear the Lord, they also have more trouble than you. And their soul is troubled. Their mind is troubled. Their sleep is troubled. Better is little with the fear of the Lord. Let's make the fear of the Lord our priority. And then we see this contrast again in verse 17. Better is a dinner of herbs. In other words, just something that you grew in your garden and you eat in simplicity at your table, than a fatted calf with hatred. Now the fatted calf here symbolizes that which is more costly, and only the wealthy and the well-off can have a dinner with a fatted calf. The average worker could have a dinner of herbs, but only the wealthy have a fatted calf. And so here he's also contrasting the fear of the Lord with wealth. If you have wealth without the fear of the Lord, you have trouble, as we saw already. And here he says, "Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a fatted calf with hatred." So let's prioritize love in our home. The fear of the Lord, the honor of God, and learning to live loving one another. I know there's a lot of rich people that they're very, very empty. They have the fatted calf, but they don't have the love of the Lord, and they don't have the love of a godly family. Let's live for that which is better. Better is. Let me read these Proverbs today. You can think about them, meditate on them, and let's live them today on the way of wisdom. Better is a little with the fear of the Lord than great treasure with trouble. Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than fatted calf with hatred. Today, if you have a good life, a simple life, with a few people around you that love you, maybe you don't have great riches, but you fear the Lord, you love Him and you love each other, will you thank Him for that today? You've really got a greater treasure than you realize, because better is what you have with the fear of the Lord. God bless you today as you continue your walk on the way of wisdom.
Worthy of it all.